Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Now, it was a bit of a late start to this post match because there was a scrap at full time. Jason Knight started grabbing up Alex Neil. Dave Livermore then stepped in and was like, "Oh, you cunt!" But it finishes 1-0, as you can see here. 1-0. Ivanovic. Cool. I was doing a watch along for this game, but the second half didn't work. I don't know why, but the moment it hit half time, everything, all my problems started. Perfect for the first 45, 50 minutes of the stream, for the whole of the first half, and then it just shat itself. But I went with a 1-1 draw. I thought Bangor Williams would pop up with one, assisted by Ivanovic, I think I said, or by Aziz. And it turns out, no, Bangor Williams got the assist for Ivanovic's goal. With that being said, this is going to be a short video because there's not much to touch on. First half, Bristol City were shit in the box. They were pretty good getting to our box. Some nice passing plays, good movement, but the final pass every single time were terrible. Either nowhere near their intended target, massively under hit, or were just so telegraphed that we just dealt with it. And at half time, I'm pretty sure the stats was like 4 shots to 3, or no, 3-1. The second half, the game got a bit more livelier. It's 59th minute. I didn't know it's 59th or 60th. I just went with the 60th because whatever. 11 shots, 6 on target, an XG of 0.88. Our goal comes about, and we actually have like 4 shots, maybe, or 3 shots in the same sequence. And it's this shot. Is it this shot or is it. No, this shot. Aziz has a shot straight to keeper who parries it back to him, who shoots again, and the keeper parries it out to around the edge of the box, just behind here, about here. Bangura Williams turns, pokes it to Ivanovic, who just smashes it in. Bedlam, 1-0. Brilliant. Bristol City are still throwing basically nothing at us. This shot was probably their best shot, in my opinion. That was off target, I think. Is that on target? Oh no, that was blocked. That was blocked on the line by Aziz. Dickie's header blocked. Or maybe that was saved by. I don't think I. On the 67th minute, I don't know if I saw that. I don't know. But they had some chances. They had a couple of scrambles. I'll be honest. Not really troubled us that much. Except for this shot from McCrory. Brilliant effort. Took with no backlift. Split second moment. Croker had no chance to even set himself, let alone even see the ball till late, and somehow got to it. It was a fantastic save. And then there was just a shot. As soon as that was saved, the referee blew the full-time whistle. Do I think we deserved to win? No. Did Bristol City? No. Was a draw a fair assessment? Yes. We had obviously much less of the ball. Of course, we're not a possession-based side, but for what Bristol City had, they barely threw anything at us. Again, a couple of scrambles. They had the ball across our 6-yard box a couple of times. Their last chance before we went up the other end in like the 95th minute. Um, McCrory headed it to the back post, headed it across. They had the ball in our net, but it was offside. And when I say offside, I mean with massive speech marks. Where was it? Let's take off only key events. That's what we want. This one. McCrory's caught offside. He wasn't. And I have to say, Edward Duckworth, fucking hell. Oh my god, this man. This game is a prime example of why Pugmo and the FA do not want us in the Prem. And this refereeing performance fucking proved it. Look at the stats. We committed 18 fouls to their 7. Some of the fouls that weren't given our way, had he ignored and not given the fouls against us for Bristol City that he ignored for us, it probably would have been 9-7, maybe 9-6. But oh my god, I don't blame Bristol City. Like, both teams were throwing themselves to the floor. But of the more obvious ones, somehow we were given less. And I saw a stat that Max McClellan actually said on the stream that we are top for fouls committed, but bottom for fouls given. Makes fucking sense when you look at performances like that from the ref. So, IMO, offside was justified. Thank you, Lino. Fuck you, Bristol City. That is another banana skin avoided. And up to 3 wins on the bounce. We go to Derby next. Another potential banana skin. Although the way they played today against... Why did that say Borough? That wasn't their last game. Their last game they played Leicester. That was before this week because it's shown our last game with Southampton instead of actually who we just played in Bristol City. But the way Derby played against Leicester today, anything less than a win, and I'm not happy. 2 losses in a row. They beat Derby, lost to Watford, beat Blackburn. Cov lost. So now we're only 9 points away from them. We can fucking catch them. We're gonna fucking do it. We're not. We're not. For the record, for the people watching that don't like me, I'm fucking joking. I'm taking the piss. Fucking hell. But we are gonna win the league. 2 points behind Borough, who played Charlton next. Oh, imagine a Charlton win. And a Millwall win and Charlton help us into automatics. That would be lovely. But that's now us on -2. We are 2 steps away from having a positive or neutral goal difference. The only team in the top 6, even the top 7, top 8, that has a minus goal difference. It had to be us. Literally no one else. No one else could be sat in third with a minus goal difference. But that puts us on 27 games left for the season. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to believe. A bit of an overreaction at the Oxford draw. Fair enough, yeah. And I said that come the end of the season, I'll hold my hands up, or I will say it's justified when I know where we finish. Because I know Millwall, and I know that those 2 points are probably going to matter. If we are 2 points, or even 1 point behind automatics come the end of the season, that Oxford draw is going to do my head in even more because we could have been up automatics. We didn't even need the extra games in the playoffs. And you know how Millwall are with playoffs. Again, there's not much to say with the game. Lino shat the fucking bed with that the one offside call in the whole game. And it disallowed their goal. Ooh. Max Crocombe is the best keeper in saves per match in the Championship this season. So what does that mean? So far, that was last week's Team of the Week. We play on Wednesday. Ooh, Wednesday. Ugh. Don't like a Wednesday. I like a Tuesday. But at least we'll know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll know our fate Tuesday night because we need Charlton to beat Borough, Cov to beat Preston, and then none of these really matter. Maybe QPR to beat Birmingham, or at least no. QPR Birmingham needs to be a draw. Hull Wrexham the same night, but a Preston lost to Cov, Ipswich, Stoke, the same night as well. But hopefully that's a draw. Stoke Ipswich. We beat Derby, Charlton beat what's it called, and we go 8 points clear of Bristol City, who play Leicester. So hopefully a Leicester win as well. Try and get as far, like just try and stay and keep up with Middlesbrough and Cov for as much as we can, just to try and stay ahead of all of these. But from 6th to 9th, they've all lost. Drawing 5th and then 4th upwards, or 4th, second, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd. But that is a big win for us today. That is a huge. Look at that. Femi Aziz is the 3rd best rated player on average in the league this season. Like, that is crazy. But if we look at the stats for the championship, where is it? Saves per 90, there he is, top. Which does say a lot about us defensively. Because I feel like of the 3.7 saves a game he makes, he has a minus 0.8 goals prevented. Which means he's conceded more than he has prevented. As has everyone from Norwich onwards. Like, if we look at goals conceded per 90, we are going to be a little bit more. Cooper will probably be our biggest, or Crocombe. Oh, I'm guessing this is goalkeepers only. Them and Bender are the same. Crocombe and Bender are the same. But in my opinion, Crocombe is the much better goalkeeper. He's just been thrown under the bus, unfortunately, by shit performances against Birmingham and Pompey. 7 goals scored where I don't think he really could have done much better. But if we're looking at expecting, let's instead of looking at players, let's look at the teams, just to see how well we're performing coming up to the second half of the season. Joint top for clean sheets, especially after today's win with Stoke, Cov, and Bristol City. Charlton are there, Sheffield United are somehow there, Wrexham are there, Ipswich are there, or thereabouts, but us 4 top it. And I feel like that will be the top 4 come the end of the season. Like, everyone said, like, oh, Ipswich this, Ipswich that. But if you look at goals per match as well, we've kept 7 clean sheets, which means we have conceded 25 goals in 12 games in the league this season. Why is this not working? Why is this just not working? This is doing my fucking head in. Just work. You're right fucking here, mate. Anyway. Yeah. We're scoring, what, 1.2 goals a game. Cool. And we've conceded 1.3, I think. Yeah. Mid-table for both. But accurate crosses, second. Interceptions per match, second behind Oxford. Possession won in the final third, second behind Sheffield United. Tackles per match, third behind Oxford and Blackburn. And we've committed the most fouls per match. £13.4 fouls a match with 35 yellow cards. Which, if 13.4, let's just do some quick maths real quick. 13.4 times 9, 120.6. No, not times 9, times 19. 13.4 times 19. 254.6, which means we've probably committed around 255 fouls so far this year. We're not even halfway through the season. But again, big win. And the stats show it, mate. The stat, look, you can see. I just want to see this, actually. Oh, we have had a pen given this season. Surprised at that. Oh, yes, because Ivanovic missed it. It was the game against Leicester, I'm pretty sure, because it didn't fucking matter, because we still won the game. But, like, this is interesting because average, like, we have a 71% pass success rate. Accurate passes per match to around 250. If we're making 400 passes in a game, 250 of them are making it. It needs to get that up. In terms of big chances, with 13th, 36 big chances, we've scored 23 goals. We've created an XG of 26.1, which means we're underperforming our fucking XG. But again, like, we're going to have off... table. We're going to have off games. We did against... No, wrong one here. We did against Portsmouth. We did against Birmingham before that. But if we beat Derby, we beat Hull, draw with Blackburn, draw with Ipswich, beat Bristol City. Fucking hell, we got 6 games in December. Eesh. A win against Derby, a win against Hull, a draw to Blackburn because it's fucking Blackburn. A draw with Ipswich, although I feel like we could win, and then beat Bristol City. If we stay unbeaten for the whole of December, picking up at least 10 points. What did I say? 3, 6, 7, 8, 11. Yeah. If we could pick up 10 points going into this game against Southampton, putting us on, what would that be? 44. I don't see many teams doing that. Keeping that up. Draw, win, loss. Draw, win. So they're going to lose to Stoke. Hang on. Let's work this out in a totally legitimate way. Loss, draw, win. Loss, draw, win. Loss. They're going to lose. We're going to win the game. We're going to win that game against Ipswich. They're going to lose to Stoke, draw with Leicester, beat Sheffield Wednesday because it's Sheffield Wednesday. So it does line up pretty perfectly. They lose to Stoke, they draw with Leicester away, beat Sheffield Wednesday at home, and then lose to us away. Look, it lines up perfectly. Obviously, I'm being facetious and taking the piss a little bit, but 10 points, an unbeaten December, or 12 points with a loss in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't care how we get there. 10 points minimum, and I'll be very, very happy. And then, and only then, will I believe the automatics are on the cards. But this will be our year for playoffs. And Baldy Ball is going to take us there. Mark my words. We're going to finish second. On the final day, who do we play final day? Is Oxford? No, it's not Oxford. No, 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 no. Not fucking Ipswich. Back on us, please. Was it Oxford final day? It is, at home. A win against Leicester on the back of a draw against Stoke. What a tough run of games that is. So we beat Derby. Then we play Blackburn in our final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. In the run of our last 9, we played Blackburn, who we've historically been shit at, away to Ipswich and Middlesbrough, where when we win this game we leapfrog them and go into second. By the way, mark my words. Beat Norwich, West Brom away, QPR home, then Stoke and Leicester back to back away to finish the season with Oxford at home. I swear to God, if we beat them and we are 1 point outside the automatics, and it was that away game against Oxford that stopped us from getting automatics, I want everyone to apologise at my crash out because it would then be justified. But I do feel like minor overreaction. But again, let's see where we finish. Those 2 points could mean everything. But yeah, that's it from me. Um, I won't be able to do a watch along of this because literally I'll be able to catch the first 45, the first half, and then I've got to go to work. So I'm not doing another watch along of the first half again. This game, I might not be here. Same with the Blackburn game. Same with this Ipswich game. I'm gonna try and go to this Ipswich game. And again, I'll give you some before, during, and after like reactions. Pre-match, half-time, post-match. Maybe. That's if I even go. But yeah, that's enough waffle from me. What a fucking win. We're third in the table. What the fuck did I just say? Third in the table. 5 points clear of Bristol City in 7th. Couldn't ask for a better Saturday, to be honest.